Peace and blessings, my Afrocentric home decor and style channel. This is Lisa Marie Goodson, and good evening to all. I know you're like, she is so on a roll. But I was thinking about y'all. I was thinking about y'all, and I'm so enjoying my sacred space. And I was thinking about how, a lot of I say us, home decor ladies will show you the halls and show you the space as it's already, it's so-called done or decorated. But we don't really show you the inspiration or talk about how the space makes us feel or why we even go through all of these. In some cases, it seems like trouble to make sure our space is the way we want it. So hold on, y'all, for 1 sec, because I'm going back and forth. It is really have been. I'm cutting that off. Cold today in North Carolina. So anyway, we're going to talk today about how to create a sacred space. Thank you for the thumbs up right away. I really do appreciate that. Let me just tell you the little tiny things I did today, because this is about really, for me, how to create a sacred space. And I was thinking about how when I first decided to do this channel, I was going to call it Afrocentric Spiritual Home Decor. And then I kind of shied away from it because my other channel, Blackberry Beauty Academy, is, is a definitely spiritual channel. But I realized that, this is really, for me, it's about being me this year in every way. Not that I don't think I was, but being more of me and not trying to change or turn off or who I am because I'm now on the Afrocentric Home Decor channel. That's not what it is for me. I realized that this living room that I created as a sacred space, and know this, that I did. I'm a teacher. I teach courses at my Blackberry Beauty Academy, a virtual intensive, virtual classes. And in it, when I moved here, I was teaching an intensive called How to Create a Sacred Space. And I wanted to share with you how I feel like I create a sacred space and what is a sacred space first. To me, a sacred space is a place you love being in. It recharges you. It uplifts you. You can't wait to get to it. It's like no matter what happened during the day, what's going on outside, what's going on in somebody else's life, you were dealing with that. When you walk in your door, all of that is just swept away. That's a sacred space, a space that you thoroughly enjoy being in. So how, I remember I did it too. I would have in the last space, I had the dining room area, which I actually love. When I put the rugs on there and the tall grass, I ain't gonna lie, I love that space I created. Don't get me wrong, but after a while, I got a table and then a bigger table to have this staged kind of dining room that literally my husband and I never ate at. Even when my daughter came, we didn't eat. I forced them one time to eat during the Christmas holiday, but it just was, we would do better just all sitting in the living room eating. So in other words, it stopped being a sacred space, because if you're not using it, to me, then I don't feel like it's as sacred. So what makes a sacred space for me, or how do I create a sacred space so I could feel like, oh my God, I really want to be in this? One of them is candles. Now, I'm a big person that I always thought, oh my God, it has to be, or lighting. I'm going to say lighting. It has to be candles, no LED lights, no candles with the batteries. I've changed. I totally am sold on the LED lights, although these are not those. This is the Himalayan salt lamp, salt, candle holder, which I love. And I love this. This one was given to me when I did a retreat at the Eno Valley, in the Eno River Park in Durham. And sister girl Kendra, you gave this to me if you're watching, and I love it. I like this one, but this one has to have the tea lights. But I went to Whole Foods and found some all 100% soy tea lights, and so anything natural, the soy, the natural candles, it burns differently. I feel like soy candles are, I don't know, just for lack of a better term, they're quiet. They have this quiet, natural vibe that I love. And so this little sacred space, this little, love table, I call it, I think that this pink salt lamp and the 3 soy candles, I think that totally creates a sacred space for me. Flowers, glasses, the couple's chair, that feels really sacred. And also the addition of this Himalayan lamp or salt lamp that I got from Roses for $9.99, $10. Love this vibe. Like, I so bad on the camera, it just picks it up as light. You don't really see the pink and all the beautifulness, but it really is there. So I think lighting is very important, candlelight, but I'm saying light in general. My sister friend, and Saturday you'll see all the things that I received from the virtual housewarming. She made, Sharon Dubois, she made this beautiful container. Like, I just think it is so pretty, and it matches the artwork that she gave me as well. But she also gave me this candle, and this is what started selling me on these kind of candles with the light switch. I guess this is LED lighting, and I love this. It even has the nerve to flicker, which, like, I think it is so cool. And I love the kind of yellowishy orangey color. Like, I love that. And then I went to the Dollar Tree today, and I got these same LED lights that take batteries, which I got Dollar Tree batteries. But the unfortunate one is this one here, believe it or not, it has the batteries, and I've changed the batteries over and over, and it's just defected. Look here, it doesn't light like that one. But I love that now. Like, I think that's great. So in the day, I have these candles. These are Dollar Tree, emergency candles. I don't burn these because I don't want the wax to go over I don't really want there's another thing. I love these LEDs because the wax doesn't have to spill onto your candle holder. So I love that. But this is what I just have. But I don't burn these during the day. And this is what I have at night. But I'll go back tomorrow and get another pack so I can get one that has the two lights that look really beautiful. So I have my candle light there. Just imagine if I had the two there. So that creates a sacred space. Another thing is looking at beautiful things. That's why I have those around me. She's very serene to me. She makes me feel like it's me. It's where I am in my life. I'm happy with myself. I'm good with myself. I'm serene with myself. And I love that. Also, flowers. Flowers will take a drab space or a mundane space and truly turn it into a sacred space. It's funny, these tulips are way more outstanding than the last ones. I mean, I know eventually the tulips will start to droop, and that's part of the beauty as well, when they kind of droop and fall over. But these are standing longer and taller than the last batch, so I really, really, really like this. Setting up vignettes to me creates sacred space. Like, what is the story you want to tell? And like I said, lighting the corner. That's why I have to get lighting for this corner as well, because every space to me is a sacred space. Plants, live plants. That's something that you don't always see in the home decor videos, with our favorite home decor people. But I know they're busy. I'm not, judging. But you don't see live plants a lot. And plants for sure just give me that sacred vibe, that I really love. And then I was thinking today about this idea of a coffee table and how everybody dresses their coffee table up differently, right? So for me, I need to, like this necessarily, and I want to move this because I want to show you the many ways. This is my incense burning container, fireproof or, heat-proof container that I use, but it actually still gets hot. And this stand, some wonderful person gifted me that from the wish list. This stand was for that orangey pot. You can see why I wanted that pot, right? But I actually wound up putting the pot on a plant stand that I had, and I used this to hold this. So I wouldn't necessarily always put this on the table, but it's fine that it is there. But and this is the chirai. This is the incense. Y'all know I'm constantly burning incense. That, again, let me go back, creates a sacred space. Incense create a sacred space, especially I'm sorry, I don't know why this thing keeps doing that. It gets on my nerves, okay? But you are still here. Today, it's been just cutting me off on the live, but now at least I know how to get back on, so I hope, sorry about that, but the devil's a lie. No, contrast, anyway. So, yeah, I love to burn incense, and I burn, okay, now it's getting dark, so let me see what's going on. So tell me, y'all, can you actually still hear me? Let me know if you can still hear me before I go on. So somebody tell me if you can still hear me, or am I just on? I think you still can hear me, but I saw my light go out, and I was wondering what that was about. Yes, okay. Thank you, Camille. I appreciate that, darling. So yeah, I think what creates a sacred space is burning spiritual incense. This is an incense from Senegal, and this incense is called chirai, and it loosely translates in the Wolof language to "come to me." So it's to bring things to you. But let me show you. Yeah, it keeps going dark, and I'm not sure why. It's almost like I'm not on this thing, but I'll just keep it going. As long as y'all can hear me and see me, then we're okay. So let me tell you what I did with the incense. I actually had this, I bought this from a flea market in Berkeley, California. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, jewelry box that I actually keep. Thank you. It's so pretty, isn't it? Oh, I love the coffee table. It was on my Amazon wish list. Jackie here actually got it for me. But what I do with this is I keep my incense, y'all. So these are my packages of the chirai. This is the incense. Here's the charcoal, and here is my lighter. So I actually create, you can still have beautiful decor and make this part of the decor, but make it functional as well. So I added that to it, and I like to now have my incense already as the charcoal is burning in here. And so, yeah. And so this coffee table, I got this off Amazon. And it was on my wish list. And my sister friend said, look, I can get you that or the privacy screen. Which one you want? And I was sitting there with I'm going dark again, I don't know. I was sitting there with a coffee table going, yeah, let's do the coffee table. So everything that you have on your table, the spoon is to move around the charcoal and just to kind of move things around. So I use it as that as well. And like I said, I really, really, really do love it. So I hope it looks like I don't know, this thing is doing weird things. I hope you say you can hear me, and I see it's recording. Okay, I'm just gonna be with that and understand that it is recording. We're good. So yeah, I wanted to say for me, my place has to be used. So another thing, it's funny that I'm burning Senegalese incense, and then I purchased the Senegal clock. And I always feel like those are clues from the ancestors. The universe is letting you know that you're not just picking things for nothing. That I believe, since we're talking spiritually, that your ancestors are picking out your decor. They're picking out every piece for you to uplift your life because your home, because your house really is supposed to be a place of magic, a place of manifestation. That's what it's supposed to be. So I truly feel that. That's why I get things in my house that matters. I was just thinking, but it just came to me right now how I see a lot of the popular home decor, and a lot of them, sometimes they say it, but the ones that do, you feel it, but sometimes people buy stuff and they don't say, well, my mom gave this to me, or this is a very old piece, so I bought this because I want it to last forever. But I realize how important that is to me. Things that are connected to stuff like family pictures, like that's priceless. Like I need that. That's another thing that creates a sacred space for me, is actually having your family pictures on the wall, members of the family that means so much to you, elders or ancestors. Big one for me to make a space sacred. And also like this quilt, like that's an ancient African American, that's an old custom, an old tradition of Black folks in Americas, in the South. And I feel so connected, even though, Linda G. Loving Home made it for me. The connection I feel towards that is amazing. It's really powerful, and that makes it a sacred space. Somebody took the time to make that for me. Also, the mud cloth. See, I got my journal too. This place gets me in the mood to write. So that's another thing. What does the place promote? What do I want to do while I'm in the space? And for me, I like to. I wrote poetry today. So people in the mastermind group, you got to hear it. But also the mud cloths, things that's old, things that are connected to, things that telling stories, even the things you're sitting on. That to me really helps to create a sacred space. And just the lighting again, why I keep these. Now, I know I could go and get some other lamps and they would be more probably on trend, but I bought these secondhand, and I tell you, this is a real silk lampshade, and that lamp is hand painted. And I know the value of those, and I just think they have become a part of like something my daughter's gonna say, these are my mama's lamps. Let me get the shade fixed and clean it up. Like this is part of the family. And I love, love, love that. Yeah, that quilt, isn't it gorgeous? It's very, I mean, making it for you, it just feels so good. And even this, I mean, it's not perfect, but I created that. I took the burlap and I took the shells and I put it on. And so now that has meaning for me. Or even the things that I was gifted, this wonderful art piece by Sharon Dubois and this other one that she did in the corner. That's so meaningful to me. So sacred spaces. And this one was gifted to me by Danielle of Afro Chic Boutique. So all of these things, and even the things that make a sacred space for me is the things that was made especially for me by Warren Goodson, as well as the walking stick by Warren Goodson for me. So it just kind of makes it sacred. And then, you know, your ancestors or the ancestors of all of us as Black folks, Harriet Tubman. And y'all, it's funny when you get a new piece and it could be the most inexpensive piece in the house, but I can't tell you how much I am loving on this piece. It brings me so much joy. And I think that's a lot of why home decor channels are made, because we do feel so much joy from what we are looking at. And I think everybody can relate, whether it's Afrocentric or not. Hey, Belinda, I think that everyone has that. And that's why I say I love, like I know that need, and people may not understand. I'm not actually subscribed to her channel. Not that I wouldn't be. I like her. I just don't have a lot of time to watch a lot of channels. But Sharon, she's so fabulous, who I actually love. I just love her and her personality. She's a good person. You could feel it. And how she moved from one space and decorated other space, and it's decorated already. Like people go, oh my God, didn't you just move in? But everything is in place. I always think she's moved that many times because she needs that much. She needs to be creative like that. She needs to keep expressing herself. And if she gets bored, she'll create new spaces to create new spaces. That's very spiritual in its own way, and it's a calling, and I understand that. And I love that, and I respect her. I love all of it. Like I said, even if it's not my type, I love Be My Guest by Denise. Don't you love her? I'm so proud of her when she did that. Pier 1 live, and oh my God, I saw a video on somebody else's channel the year before in another state. A white woman actually doing a tablescape. Denise took her out the box. Denise, like, even though none of that is my style, Denise's style, I love how she did what she did. Do you understand what I'm saying? She can do a tablescape, especially for when people like traditional stuff. Hands down, she has a way. And I'm so proud of her. Nikki, at home with Nikki, my God, organizing queen. Like, oh my God, like she has a way. It's so nice that even though maybe that's not your decor style, you can still say, oh my God, these sisters are blessed and gifted. And, you know, that makes you feel good, right? And I just have to say that. I love it. And I just say some people I just love because I love Wani because she's so excited with everything she does. And that makes me excited. So it's a lot of love here. We have to, you know, I'm here, as you see, to be Afro-Bohemian, Afrocentric first, all of those things to express myself. And I just want to remind you that as you're decorating your home, do you think about the sacredness of it? Do you want that relaxing feeling? Or, well, let me ask you, we can converse. What are some of the feelings that you want to promote in your house? When you decorate your house, what is it about for you? So I would love to hear that. And while you talk to me, I'm going to see who's on. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Camille. Hey, Sonia Vet, 1979 Lucas. Hey, did you read my mind? I just was talking about this. I was thinking about making an altar. Go ahead, girl. Oh, yes, I'm going to definitely create my altar. I talked about it last night. When I create it, I will definitely show you. Hey, Mary Frazier, how are you? I don't know how to create one. Okay, well, good. I hope I gave you some tips. Hey, Miss Lady Blue World, hello, love those candles. Thank you. Want those lamps? Yes, those amp lamps, I think you were saying. Hey, Elena, good afternoon. Your place is coming along. I'm sending your gift, but may not get to you by Saturday. I haven't been able to get to the post office. I will tomorrow, though. Day off. Great. Thank you, darling. I'm looking forward to your gift. I want one of those lamps. Oh, yes, they are so beautiful, aren't they? It is nice. Thank you, Sonia. I want that container. Does she have a website? Sharon Dubois, do you have a website? Because I agree, your stuff is fierce. Yes, that candle holder Sharon made for you is beautiful. Everybody loves it. Hey, Camille, yes, she says, yes, can hear. Okay. Hello, Doreen. I love the coffee table, rustic earth. I love it. I saw it on Amazon. I put it on the wish list, BB, and I got it. And I'm so thankful. Yes, I can hear you. Good, Lakeisha. Very nice as Miss Lady Blue World. Camille, yes, can hear. See you fine. Good. Oh my God, that quilt pattern is everything. I must get one made too. Linda G. Loving Home. Her channel is right here on YouTube. She's does beautiful work. She can sew. I can't sew, yo. Somebody gave me a suggestion to sew so I can cover that part that looks like the shower curtain part on both of my shower curtains that's on the wall. And she said, because I know you can sew. No, I don't sew. I don't know how to sew. And I know it sounds crazy, but believe it or not, I like that that's there. For me, bohemian is literally taking it and putting it on the wall as you see fit. And maybe one day I'll do it. I'll put it on a pole, like you said, and have it as a tapestry hanging. I could see me doing it one day, but right now I like that. I just took it out and put it up. But I appreciate it because I think you're right. It could definitely have a different feel if I did that. So again, appreciation. Love the mirror. Yes, the mirror, right? The mirror is gorgeous, isn't it? Hey, Queen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, too. Hey, Belinda. Your decor reminds me of the Bay Area. That makes a lot of sense because that's where I really kind of came of age. It was in the Bay Area. Sacred spaces are filled with items that we love and enjoy. Yes, that's Queen. Hey, Carolyn Thornton. How are you, darling? So, yeah, I wanted to share that. And I want to go a little further. So, what I just told you what helps me feel like it's a sacred space, things that I love and candles and all that good stuff. But then what it makes me do. So here is my journal. And so I wrote a poem tonight and I love the poem. It was actually, I think it was very beautiful, very telling. Since I've been here, I wrote 3 poems. 8 years ago, I used to be in a group and I used to perform poetry and dance and acting and all kinds of stuff. And when I met my husband, that had stopped. I didn't do my creative things anymore. I don't know. I guess I got caught up in a relationship. And then when I got married, I got caught up in what marriage looks like. And anyway, a little stifled creativity, but I ain't blaming anybody. And I really mean it. Just that's what happened. And I hadn't written a poem in 8 years. And the last one I did write was when I first met my husband, and it was about him. So 8 years later, I've been here since November 1st, and I wrote 3 poems. And so that's when I know I have a sacred space. And even here, y'all, I love all these these are they're stunning. The statues, the figurines, the story that they're telling, the guardians, I call them the ancestors. I love all of these. And I put them everywhere, dolls. And so, yeah. So anyway, I wanted to share just to remind you that your space is sacred, and what do you do? What do you wish to promote in your space? When you think about decorating, is there a feeling you want? Do you decorate because after a while, do you want to actually sit in your space, or do you want to just decorate it and then kind of have it as a thing that you show people, but you don't actually sit at? Like for me, I need to be able to use it. And I learned that from spaces that I created that I did not use. So now I've learned that. All right, ladies. So hopefully this YouTube thing, because I've been cutting off on every channel, my live streams. And this one, the light keeps going out. So if it's not YouTube, it might be my phone. You know they program these iPhones to break after certain times. So you have to get a new one. That's what I say. That's what my mama used to tell me. Anyway, ladies, I love you so much. I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to go. I'm going to get in bed and do what I do when I'm in bed and enjoy the upstairs, the boudoir. But I just wanted to share how I create a sacred space. Have a beautiful night and evening. It's cozy. Miss Lady Blue World, that's what I love. So the difference, I learned this too, what kind of spaces I like. Since you have it looking so beautiful. Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for sharing. You're very welcome, Camille. I learned something from living in my last place in Saxapahaw. I don't think the loft style is for me. I need that coziness. So I like the low ceilings. And I like that this definitely feels cozy. Oh, and Donna Thomas. Donna, can I ever please you? I love you, child. First, you told me to make videos every day. Then I make a video every day. Then you say I don't like the rugs or it's too much. So then you asked me yesterday, didn't I say that I was gonna do black and white minimalist? Well, Donna, I love you. I love you, Donna. But obviously, I changed my mind. So we ain't doing that. I might do a minimalist approach in the bathroom. That's the only place I'm feeling I want that spa and not too much stuff. But everything else is, I guess I'm influenced by my husband is that way, or Warren, or maybe I'm even, in a sense, he brought out things in me that I have. I want to be surrounded by my stuff, and it still has to work in my space. So and what I said when I was in one place is different. You know what? Something that, again, I heard Sharon say today, and I thought it was very poignant. You have to decorate for the space that you have. It's such a simple kind of directive. You have to decorate for the space that you have. The space that you're in is going to dictate how you decorate it. It's just that simple. And not just the square footage of the space or even the design or layout, but the vibe. What is the vibe of the place? When you're in a place, it's a different vibe. So even if I said I wanted that, when I walked in the door, clearly I was headed that for a while, kind of minimalist. And then it started to tell me and to dictate. If you really want to be a part of my family, you have to know that I am going to change according to my surroundings and to my space. And that you gotta let me go, Donna and anybody else. I love you, Donna, but you have to let me go. You have to let me be me. You have to let me explore and put in stuff and enjoy the space the way it is. If you really want a video every day, then allow me to make a video every day in the way that I do it, and know that I'm following my bliss. Not the bliss from yesterday and not the bliss of tomorrow, but the bliss of right now. And that's what I have to say about that. So, y'all got your opinions, and I'm happy with your opinions, and you should share your opinions as much as you want to, but I'm going to do what I do, and I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. And well, my mama told me that's called being grown. So I'm grown, so I'm going to do what I want. So no, I mean, Donna, I love you, darling, but obviously I'm not doing minimalist. You could see that what I said, I don't feel no more. And let me just say this to everyone. I think when I said that, I was coming from this, everything was really Warren Goodson's. Everything was my husband's. And that was a lot. I didn't feel like there was any space in there for me. So, of course, when you're coming from that amount of stuff, and I'm talking about there was features in there. There was structures. I say structures or things that he had that clearly was bigger than me. Literally, there were you saw some of those pieces, they were taller and bigger than me. So when you come out of that, there's a part of you that goes, I don't want to see another thing on the walls. Oh my God. And so if you feel like when you watch this, anybody that's watching, like, oh my gosh, she has so much stuff, then that style might not be for you. But just like there's minimalist, I'm realizing that I'm a maximalist. And that is I love it. Justina Blakeney, who is like the bohemian designer queen, right? She said something about living in Italy. And she talked about even the walls, the Sistine Chapel, and all the other things that are in Italy. She was talking about that, and just the structure and the way the cobblestones and everything, the paintings. She said it was everything. And she said, really, it was very maximalist. And just like some cultures thrive or survive or love their minimalism, there's some cultures that actually thrive on maximalism. And they do it in such a beautiful and elegant and put together way that you can't deny it. Now, if you can't see the beauty in the maximalist, then that's okay. That's just not your style, and that's not visually pleasing to you, and that's okay. But it is so visually pleasing to me. So it's maximalism at this point in my way, with my stuff, in my time, and I really like that. So I'm so happy to know that thank you. I'm so happy to know that I am doing it my way. I don't make the videos for other people. I share the videos. I share my life. and I share my process. And because it is a process and it does change with you all in hopes that maybe to inspire, maybe to give, that's why I'm being unapologetically me. So if you really like me or you want to watch me, you might want to just go through the process with me. But definitely suggestions are always, wonderful. But just because somebody is a minimalist doesn't mean they got something more on the ball than the maximalist. It's just a choice. And my choice is coziness, bringing in things I love, looking at beauty. Like, think about it too. The seasons and dictates the way your home's going to be. Tulips will not always be in season. There'll be another flower. And you know what I'm saying? That's going to change, and the vase might change, and we might rearrange the books when it's spring, or we're going to change the colors of the couch. And life dictates your space. That's why mostly all of the home decor women change according to the seasons. It's just the way it is. So I love you very much, and I'm hearing you. I don't know, Donna, I don't know what she wants. She wants every day, I go every day. Then she says, too many rugs on the floor, or, you said you was doing minimalism as if maximalism is bothering you. So I love you. I love you very much, but I can't be here to please you or anybody else, but I respect what you have to say, but it's still my way. And that's the way it's going to be. And I don't think you meant anything harmful. I'm not saying that. I just wanted to make it clear. Don't get stuck on what I said. Get stuck on what I do, because I am constantly growing. I think that's the thing, too, about YouTube is you only see what you see. So you don't see all the parts that makes a person bring you what they bring you. Anything that anybody is bringing you, it is a culmination of everything that they experience, everything they've learned, everything they've seen, everything they've felt, everything they've processed and went through, and that comes out through the decor. So it's hard for you to say anything about it when you don't know what that person is seeing. It's they're seeing from their own life experiences and what they want. And that's a fly thing when you could look at your life and say, this is who I am, and this is where I am right now. And that may change depending on where you are mentally, physically, and or spiritually. All right, ladies, enough of my lecture. I appreciate y'all. You said, I love it. You being unapologetically you. Yes, ma'am. And I love BB says, speak on it, teacher. Thank you, Queen. BB says, maximizing is my comfort, having all that I enjoy. I love how you put that. Yes. Unity's art pieces. Salam, beloved. Hey, Queen, your space has beautiful energy. Thank you. You have inspired me out here looking for plants. Yay, Doreen. You go ahead, Doreen. That's right, girl. And that's why I make them. And that's why I'm going to keep making them. And just other YouTubers, you got to keep going, because a lot of people going to have a lot of opinions, but in the end, they watching you for a reason. They're watching you because they're watching the process. And I think that people don't realize that. They're watching the process. People are expressing their life. And the canvas is their living room or their kitchen or their bathroom. You feel me, ladies? And let's all keep doing that together. So do you always... I love it. Belinda King says, do you always love your style? Yes. Anything that I create, I love. Every single thing at the moment that I created it, and until I take it down or leave the space, I love it. I love my style. I love my style. I've always loved my style. And when I had nothing, when I literally had no money and people would give me furniture, I would make the best out of that. So I lived a minimalist life because I had to. I had no money to buy nothing. So I made the best out of it. Yes, I've always liked my style. I like me. Like when I got dressed today, or the pieces on my wall, or my jewelry hanging, oh my God, I love my style. That's all that matters then. Yes, thank you, Miss Belinda King. I love my style. Like, oh my God, I get excited about it. I love it. I love me. I love that I love my expression of me, and I love it. And I want to encourage you to love the expressions of you. It don't matter what other people think. It doesn't matter because they ain't living there. They ain't be. Can you imagine how many of us are living our lives based on, I had that. Oh my God, what if he doesn't like it? Or, oh God, he don't like it. Maybe I won't get it. Even though he said, you get it if you like it, but I don't like it. Then that's why I'm not in a relationship right now, because I want to like what I like and not hope or wish this person likes it or agrees. It's a nice feeling. It's a nice feeling, y'all. Yes, I love it too. Thank you, Miss Belinda. Hey, BB. Stay true to yourself. Thank you, Uniquely Neva. I appreciate that. Hey, S. Oya. Is that the new clock you were waiting for? Yes, ma'am. It's my Senegalese clock. Yes, with the hands that don't work. Oh, that's right. I got to get my friend to come in and fix the hands on my clock. Ooh-wee. Okay. We're going to leave that alone. All right, ladies. Just joking. All right, ladies. I love you. Nice. Thank you, Queen. Thank you, darling. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm done. I have shown you all that I could show you. And I stay a lot of, like I said, how I know I love it is I actually spend a lot of time down here. I don't go upstairs until I go to sleep, but like I said, I love it up there as well. So we need some funky music right now. So remember, y'all, we are working on the end tables. We're wanting those djembe tables by Justina Blakeney on her site called Jungalow. So that's going to come in, and I got the bamboo pieces, but, I got to wait. Like I would say, my daughter's coming and the holidays are coming, and I definitely invested a lot of money in everything I've done thus far. So I have to pull back. So you might not see a lot of new things, but you might see little things. And so we'll work it from there. All right, ladies, I got to check my iPhone, see why it is acting funny and the light is going out on me and all that other good stuff. I must have pressed something. So I love you, ladies, and I will see you in the next video. Have a beautiful night. I wanted to come in the evening when I know some of you got off work and you home, and maybe you just want that soothing, relaxing feeling. And I hope I gave that to you. Love you, ladies. I will see you all at the virtual housewarming on this channel this Saturday, December 1st, from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Love you, queens. Peace and blessings.